Hello everyone. Today I'm going to tell you how to make homemade non-toxic Holi colors. Okay. For that we need tapioca starch, food color from Queen, and some water and a little bit of talcum powder. So you can use any talcum powder, whatever you have at home. Today I'm going to make 500 gram of Holi color, so I got this packing of 500 grams, and for this packing I need food color of 50 ml Queen's bottle. Okay. Let's pour this in a tray. Now I'm going to add food color in this tapioca starch. And we're going to mix it. Now we need to add some water as well, and the trick is use as little water as possible, because if you use more water then longer it's going to take it to dry. So this cup is of 250 ml, maybe half of cup. And we're going to add this one here. It will be a little bit sticky, but just try as much as you can and just try to crush these rocks with your fingers. For a bit more color. And a bit more water. We need a little bit more water because still it is very, very dry. A little bit more water. We do not want any rocks in this one. That's the main purpose. We will use a scraper to scrape the color. So far I have used only 250 ml of water for 500 gram of tapioca starch and 1 bottle of food color, which is of 50 ml. We just need to mix it properly. Okay, it is almost done. So you can see it's not very hard, it's not very soft, but still it is a little bit wet. So that's the texture we are looking for. So this was the first step. Now the next step is how to dry this one. You can spread it in the toy box container or any plastic container, and make sure that you run your fingers through it at least 2 or 3 times in a day and leave it for drying for 4 days. If you're drying it outside, make sure it should not be in the sun, or it should be out of the sun, and you put a net on the top of that so that any bugs or insects or tree leaves, they don't fall in it. And if you're drying it inside, make sure you keep it out of reach of children. So maybe you can use a toy box container, or you can dry it on any table as well. Maybe you can use a tiny table or any spare table, and you can use newspapers for it evenly. So make sure it's spread out 1/2 centimeter thick. And now what you need to do, you need to run your fingers through it at least a couple of times in a day so that it dries evenly. Okay, the next step is we need to grind this. After 4 days, you will see this is like a very fine powder, and you can feel that's like a talcum powder, or very smooth powder. Now we need to grind it because we do not want this kind of balls or rocks in this one. Okay, let's pretend it's been 4 days and it is dry. It is dry like a powder. Now to add a little bit of fragrance, we might add some talcum powder. Just this much. That's it. And now mix it. It smells nice. Now the next step is how to grind this one. For that, if you have a coffee grinding machine at home, that's the best thing, you can use it. And if you don't have, then maybe you can use a blender. Okay, so when you grind it, so make sure that you just do a handful of it at a time. So it will be easy for you to grind, and you will get a nice texture of this one. Okay. So when you grind it, make sure it is like fine powder, like talcum powder. And when you're grinding it, make sure you don't have any fan on or your window open, otherwise it can go all over your kitchen, and we do not want that thing happen to you. And after grinding, if you still see that there is not like a fine powder, so what you can do, you can use a strainer and try to strain it as much as you can. And if you still see some balls, then you need to re-grind it. See, if you see there's still some balls in it, or some rocks of color, then you need to again re-grind it. Or you can use the same container, the container in which you were drying it. So you can use a plastic container, but now because this is powder, it is all dry, so make sure now you cover it. So you can put the lid on. Okay, and that's it.